like when you first come into the truth, you're excited and that, but it gets bitter, and you know, the more you go on, it gets bitter because it gets harder. That's why Jake, a lot of them, they fall out of the truth because they think, oh, I'm in the truth now, I'm going to prosper. You're not going to prosper in this world, but you'll prosper in the next world, which is the, you know, our kingdom, man, everlasting kingdom.
Exactly. So yeah, you know. So where was
you on Ezekiel 3:17?
Yeah, Ezekiel 3:17.
Right, Ezekiel 3:17 says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me.
Right, and the Lord's mouth is the Bible, right? You know?
Right, when?
So at the end of the day, the Lord, listen, the Lord is not going to come off his throne to come down on earth and warn you, niggas, not to say the mark of the beast.
Yeah,
he's got servants.
That's all right, that's fine.
Those servants are us.
But only the elect are going to
there's
get
a lot.
that.
Only the elect is going to get that.
Infinity.
And even
it's probably too much.
brother in LA,
Yeah.
what's it called? Ancient of Days.
Yeah.
He done a 10-minute video about spiritual power, and what I liked about it, he said that, you know, all these things are going to happen, but the Lord's going to protect the elect. And he said the 1/3. Can't forget about that, man. But there's 1/3 of our people going to be saved, man.
Yeah, exactly. Because you have the 144,000, which those are the believers, and they're all men. But you have the 1/3, which is the men, women, and children that didn't really come into this thing, but they believe. You know. So, but yeah, go back to what you guys were going into.
Finish that one? Ezekiel 3:17. Yeah? Alright, I'll give that please. Psalms 64 and 1. But this is a part of our... Look, we were born to do this, man. We weren't born to be bank managers or hairstylists or whatever nigger ambition you have, man. We're here to... we were born here to warn you about these things, right?
To be prophets.
That's it.
Why it says in Isaiah that the Lord knew Isaiah from the womb, meaning he knew him to be exactly what he became at the time.
Jeremiah, isn't it? I think it's Jeremiah. From the belly I knew you. Oh, that one there. I think it's Jeremiah.
I think it's Isaiah, brother. I think it's Isaiah, no?
But regardless of that, that's what we was made to do, man. But you know, the 2/3, they don't know what's going on, man.
Let me just bring out this one.
Go on.
It's Amos 9:8. It says, Behold, the eyes of the Lord power are upon a sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord.
See? So he's not going to utterly destroy it, he's going to destroy a part of it. Keep going.
For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations.
There you go. That's why Yahawashi'S said, teach all nations, because what? Do that bit again?
It says, For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations.
There you go. So we're scattered in all nations. That's the reason why we have to preach in all nations. And the main thing that's happening as well with the internet, man.
Exactly.
We don't need to do a world tour like IUIC and go to Berlin. Yeah, they went to Berlin, man. Yeah, speaking to bugged out Jakes that were Muslim, man. You're wasting your time, man. Right?
That's just the deal. So, like the brother was going into, man. But like I was saying earlier before, you know, we were born to be prophets. Like it says in Jeremiah, the 1st chapter, how the Lord knew him and formed him in the belly. Okay, I'm gonna read that myself actually. I don't normally read myself, but I'll just do it. This is Jeremiah 1, verse. Stop at verse 5. It says, verse 4, stop. It says, Then the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nation. Okay? Unto the nations, excuse me. So the Lord knew the spirit of Jeremiah before he was even born in the physical.
Right.
Okay? Because when we all pass away or die, where do we go? We go back to the spiritual realm. Go, give me that. Somebody give me that.
So I bring a scripture?
Yeah, go on.
All right. Romans 12, verse...
I tell you what, brother, hold on to that. Let him get this and then you get that,
Ecclesiastes, yeah? Ecclesiastes 12:7 says, Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto the Most High who gave it.
Right, it says the spirit shall return back to the Most High who gave it. So any spirit that returns back to the Most High, when he inquire of that spirit, when he know of that spirit, of course. Not inquire, but he would know of that spirit. So every spirit that you see walking up and down the street, they're known of the Heavenly Father. Okay? And they're going to play out their lot and play out their positions in that particular life to fulfill the Father's will when it's all said and done. But the point of the matter is the Lord already knew us and knew what we were going to do as well. Go on.
He's the great architect, man. I said Ecclesiastes 3, verse 20. All go unto one place,
Right.
all are of the dust, and all turn to dust again.
Exactly. Go on.
Verse 21. Who knoweth the spirit of man that goeth upward,
Right.
and the spirit of the beast that goeth downward to the earth.
Exactly. So the Lord knows all of the spirits, and he knows where he goes because he set everything up, the way things operate in nature. Okay, but the point of the matter is the Most High knew all of us, and also those that are not a part of the truth. He knew them spirits too, or he knows those spirits as well. So if he knows those spirits, he also knows that we're the spirits fitted to be the prophets, and this is why prophets, the things of the prophets are subject unto the prophets. So what kind of information you knew back then, any kind of information you knew back in the ancient world, okay, you're gonna have that same information all over again, and more so for the times.
Right.
Because right now, you know, we know way more than the ancient prophets knew. Okay, and we can break down the prophecies that they had in vision.
Yeah.
And that they got sick over. So we can read these things with complete understanding. Why? Because we live in the times, okay, of the prophecies that the prophets had.
Being fulfilled, yeah.
Because they could see the visions, but they couldn't understand
Exactly.
what they were
Because
seeing.
it wasn't in their time. We're living in the time of those prophecies that they had in vision. Go on, brother.
Alright, Daniel 12 and 4. Alright. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book,
Yeah.
even to the time of the end.
So during the time of Daniel, the book was closed.
Yeah.
Was it physically closed? No. It's talking about on how this book or the doctrine of the Most High could be understood.
Yeah.
The philosophy of the Most High could be understood by many people. The only way that the book can be unsealed is by Yahawashi'S. That's why John cried and he said, who can open the seals? Give me that in Revelations the 5th chapter. And the Most High told John, look, weep not, for the Lion of Judah has come to unseal the book, which is Yahawashi'S. And Yahawashi'S, the spirit of Yahawashi'S, which is the Holy Spirit, is going to come onto certain men, as we have it today, and they're going to see the things concerning the scriptures. They're going to break down the parabolic sayings of the scriptures. They're going to bring home these prophecies, which is what we're doing right now. Why? Because we're the same prophets.
Yep.
Go on, brother.
I'll bring this up here. Daniel 12 and 4. O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end.
Right, even to the time of the end. So these books is going to be closed even to the time of the end, man. Go on.
Many shall run to and fro,
Yep.
and knowledge shall be increased.
And that's going to be at the end. So at the end, knowledge is going to increase. So what's going to happen is this knowledge and understanding is going to proliferate. And while it's proliferating, we're going to reach to the end point of the system. Pursuant to Matthew 24 chapter. What does it say in Matthew 24? I don't know the actual verse. But it says, when this gospel shall be taught all the world, then shall the end come. All right, so get me that in Revelations the 5th chapter, going back to the point. Somebody get me Revelations 5.
Revelations 5. Right?
Yeah.
Getting it?
Yeah, I'll get it. Verse 4.
That's the time that we're in right now. We're in the time of all kinds of information, whether it be public or esoteric information that's being brought forth.
Yeah.
And that's going to come at what the end. So that's letting us know, the prophets, those that got the revelations, that we are at the end.
Yeah.
We are at the end of this revival of ancient Roman system. We are at the end of the so-called white man. And I use the term so-called white man because his face is on the earth right now. So we're at the end of his world. So at the end of his world, all of this is going to come and manifest before all, and also the elect are going to gain this information. And we get the hell out of here. Go on, brother.
Revelations, is it 5 and 9?
5 and 5.
5 and 5, yeah?
Yeah.
Revelations chapter 5, verse 5. And one of the elders saith unto me, weep not, behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah,
Right.
the root of David, have prevailed to open the book.
Yeah, because John was scared because all of that knowledge he thought was going to be closed up for good, because no one could ever pretty much reveal those secrets of those prophecies. Okay, the secrets of this Bible. Excuse me. But guess what? Yahawashi'S is going to be the man to bring forth that information back to the prophets, whom he ordained to be prophets. Go on.
And to loose the 7 seals thereof.
Because it was completely closed from the time of Daniel even up to the time of the end, and then it opened up. So that's all I wanted.
Yeah, one more verse, please.
Yeah.
All right, Revelations 5 and 9. And they sang a new song saying, thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof.
Right. Read that again. So that's that connection.
Revelations 5 and 9.
In that one chapter.
And they sang a new song saying, thou art worthy to take the book and to open the
So
seals
thou
thereof.
art worthy to take the book and open the seals thereof. Go on.
For thou was slain and hast redeemed us to God
So
by
it
the blood.
says thou was slain and thou hast redeemed us back to what?
Have redeemed us to God by the blood.
By the blood. So by his blood we're redeemed back to the Most High. This is why, again, we're in this truth. The reason why we're in this truth is to be redeemed back to the Father, to receive the reconciliation. So that's going to begin with the elect, the prophets, them that do the will of the Father and those that believe, and then ultimately throughout the whole nation. Okay? So that's how this thing's playing out.
Yep.
You're going, bro. If you got any precepts.
Yeah. Jeremiah 3 and I'll start at 14. It says, Turn, O backsliding children, saith the Lord, for I am married unto you, and I will take you one of a city and 2 of a family.
Right, take you one of a city and 2 of a family. So you're going to have the remnant that's going to return back to the Father. And this is talking about the physical salvation. So before we even get to the physical salvation, we have to receive the spiritual salvation, which is these precepts, these scriptures, which will then make us wise and understanding to our salvation. Go on.
And I will bring you to Zion. Verse 15, and I will give you pastors according to mine heart.
And I will give you pastors. So the Most High is going to give pastors according to his heart unto the children of Israel. And if he's going to give these pastors, if he's going to give out pastors according to his heart, what are they going to do? Go on.
Which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
And what is part of the knowledge? Part of the knowledge is knowing and understanding, and also teaching that the RFID chip is indeed the beast system, the mark of the beast. Any guy out there talking about that's a leader of a camp that's outside of GMS about how the RFID chip ain't the mark of the beast, those brothers weren't sent after the Most High's heart. Those guys were sent out of the heart of Satan. Okay? Or from the heart of Satan. Let me say that correctly. Go on, bro.
Amos 3 verse 7. Surely the Lord God will do nothing but revealeth his secret unto his servant the prophets.
And that's the knowledge they're going to teach. They're going to teach the knowledge that the Most High gave unto them. Now read that verse again.
I will give Jeremiah 3 and 15, and I will give you pastors according to mine heart.
So the pastors that the Lord will give the pastors that the Lord will give unto the children of Israel, they're going to have the revelations. Aren't they? They're going to have the revelations of these things to come. What are the things to come? Things that were written to be ordained to come. The prophecies. And that part of that, all those things that are going to come is the chip. The mark of the beast. Okay? Letting the people know, look, there's going to come an opportune time for Esau to unleash this beast system on the people. Which he's already doing it now, but it's going to intensify to the point where this RFID chip is going to be mandated, man. Yeah. And you have to take it. And if you don't take it, you're going to be out the system. right? It's going to get to the point where it's going to be compulsory. So you are diabetic, like this brother goes into. If you're diabetic, or you have some kind of illnesses, and you got to go to the nurse to get your prescription, you're going to have that chip. Okay? So that's where they're going to push this thing, man. And we're going to keep pushing this RFID chip marketed beast prophecy on you until it actually comes, until they actually mandate it, and then we're going to get out of the home.
And I just say as well,
Yeah,
it's spiritual as well, because obviously, but when you look at it, it's a way of trying to weed out the men of the Lord, man. Because the men of the Lord ain't going to take that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's how you're going to find out who the real men of the Lord are.
Exactly.
The ones who deny taking that chip.
Exactly. That's why the scripture says, "Who shall find faith on the earth?" Right? Roughly paraphrasing that.
That's how bad it's going to be, though, really. That's how bad it's going to be.
Yep.
Please, sir.
Yep.
All right, 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
Right, we are not ignorant of Satan's devices, and one of his devices is bringing forth this technology upon the people on a gradual scale. All right, and we do sit-downs on it to bring the point to bring the point home, to let people know that look, the beast system is already here, and there's no such thing as the beast system doesn't exist. Ain't no microchip is true. The microchip is already here. You got people in Sweden. 4,000 mother effers in Sweden have already taken that chip and replaced it for credit cards.
That's an old number now anyway, so it's bound to increase.
It's probably more than that. It's probably like, what, 10,000 people now? I wouldn't be surprised. And then you also have a biotech company that deals with chips down here in London, England.
Very true.
But you got these guys out here, yeah, the very chip, yep. It's called biotech. But you got guys in the midst declaring themselves to be prophets or men of the Lord, and they saying, oh, that's something else, or that don't exist. And when it does exist, go on, brother. And that prophecy is the end, is going to be the last prophecy of them all. And once that prophecy comes in effect, this society is going to be destroyed. All right? The reason why this society is still going by and by, because there's certain prophecies that hasn't taken place yet. The reason why America is still going on, and Great Britain is still going on and on, because certain things have to be fulfilled. Like it tells you in Matthew, again, it says,
Matthew chapter 24, verse 34. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled.
yeah, what are the things to be fulfilled? The things that are within the word of God, which are indeed the prophecies. So the reason why this society is still going on as it is, and people are still doing their everyday thing. Great Britain is still going on, although the economy is dying, of course, and the American economy is dying. But the reason why this man is still in power to this utmost particular point in time is because the prophecies hasn't been fulfilled yet. So once the prophecies have been fulfilled, which the last prophecy is the RFID chip coming as a mandation, once that's being fulfilled, now all you got to do is look forward to nuclear destruction. Because the Most High deals with order. So the Lord ain't going to bring the nuclear destruction, but then this prophecy ain't in effect yet. You understand? And that's exactly what we're waiting for. We're waiting to get the hell out of here. We're waiting for this goddamn society to be destroyed, man. While you guys are out there, the boys in purple, the bullshit. Right? Go on,
Verse 35. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away.
And that's what we reading to you. We read this Bible, which is the universal book of the earth. We're not reading no lousy Quran or any other book. We're reading the Bible. The Bible is the book. Okay? And within this book, you better be careful on how you break things down. Because it tells us in Revelation, the 22nd chapter, whosoever addeth or taketh away from this book shall be the place added to you, and you shall have your place taken from out of the book of life, man. So it's very essential to know how you use this book. All right, give me that, brother.
Job 14 and 14. If a man die, shall he live again?
Right. I'll tell you what, brother. You hold the pope, you hold the sign, he's gonna be.
All the days of my appointed time,
Yeah.
will I wait till my change come.
Right.
That's like going into spiritual power, man. The elect are they're gonna have new bodies. right? They're going to be like Superman
Okay, yeah, all right, you're right.
on the earth. And the elect is all men, man. The Lord is not dealing with women.
Yeah.
The Lord is only dealing with women when it comes to visions and dreams. To break it down to your man, man. All right, so this white man can't go past the time that the Lord has appointed him. He's clearly going down. I mean, was it Boxing Day they had the sales? And they said it was one of the worst ever in the last 10 years.
Yep.
No one, who's out there going to House of Fraser to buy a TV for $1,000? No, man. This place is slowly decaying, basically.
And what it is because people ain't got that kind of money anymore. To be going out there and doing all that nonsense, man. People are saving more than ever before, especially these Edomites. They're more so in tune with their money than anything. So they hoard their money as much as they can.
Yeah.
So if they gotta eat food that's kind of decayed a little bit, that's what they're gonna do. Because they trust in their money. Esau trusts in the money system.
Yeah.
Which that money that they trust in is going to devaluate real soon when society breaks down furthermore. Okay? And it's going to get down to the point where the chip is going to be in it. And you can believe, man, a lot of these devils, because they believe in it, they have faith in their comfortability and their status in society, they willingly take the chip. All right, which the Lord don't give two damns if they take the chip or not. But I'm just saying, they're gonna take that chip, and Jake is gonna follow these devils too, because Jake like to follow whoever they're under. Jake has always been following the other nations. So if Esau take the chip and sees the benefits, he's gonna jump and take the chip too. And a lot of these Jakes, they ain't to get money. They ain't to maintaining their little lifestyle they got, man. Their little vain, low decrepit lifestyle they got. So in order to keep that going, keep themselves afloat, they're gonna take that chip. And you got guys in the YouTube world where they making money on YouTube and they got their little accounts and
I know you feel. Just loud him.
all of that good stuff. So in order to keep that going, you're gonna have to take the chip. Even to just use your computer chip, that's gonna be chip based.
Sometimes it's a demon that just
See what I'm saying? So all things gonna be based
They
on
don't
the
realize
chip.
what they're doing.
You want your medication chip. You want your grocery, you want your food from the grocery store chip. You know, you want to have children, you gotta make sure that your baby's chipped as well. It's all gonna be based on the biometric system, the RFID technology. That's where it's going. And you got these bullshit prophets that was sent from Satan himself to teach otherwise, man. Talking about the mark of the beast is in the Bible. The mark of the beast is sleeping with white women. Come on, man. Give me a goddamn break. Come on, man.
Revelations 3 verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation,
Right.
which shall come upon all the world.
And that's going to be that trip. That trip is going to be the main thing to see from the Most High's perspective, to see who believes in Him and who's really believing in the flesh of man, believing in the arms of man. Give me that in Jeremiah 17:5. Cursed be the man that trusteth in man, because it's going to be to everybody's curse that trust in this devil here. Yeah.
Psalms 9:9, it says, the Lord also will be a refuge for the oppressed,
Right.
a refuge in times of trouble.
Right.
Verse 10, and they that know thy name will put their trust in thee.
Exactly.
For
Yep.
thou, the Lord, hast not forsaken them that seek thee.
Yeah, and that's going to be the main thing that we're going to do, like I said earlier before. That's going to be our plan A and our plan B, is to trust in the Father, trust in the Heavenly Father through His Son, Yahawashi'S. That's what we're going to do. All right? So all you other guys out there, you Jakes out there that's into your guns, you're into your prepping programs, and all of this bullshit you're into, that's not going to save you. All right, you into your martial arts, which is nothing wrong with getting into knowing the little martial arts there and there, learning how to box there, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But if you're going to rely on that just alone and the tools, those things are not going to save you. What's going to save you, and the tool that's going to save you, is His word. That's why it tells you also in the scriptures, it says, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. Because Because when the shit goes down, when this society hits rock bottom, this is what's going to sustain you and make sure that you stay afloat mentally and spiritually. All right, go on, brother. Yeah, he had the precept. Because I can already see it. I can see it happening already. People are going to be screaming. A lot of these men are going to be screaming backwards and forwards and all kind of things, man. And these men are going to go crazy too.
No, that was the one.
So if you ain't got the scriptures in your mind and when you don't have faith in the scriptures, you just going to bug out like everybody else. You going to correspond on that same vibration of fear like everybody else is. That's what's going to happen. Alright, and a lot of you Israelite guys out there that are declared men of the Lord, okay, as you declare yourself to be men of the Lord, that are teaching the wrong doctrine, because you could teach, let's just say, one thing wrong, like the Apostle Paul said, the whole doctrine's flawed. So you got to make sure that you eat this whole entire roll and also teach that which is of sound doctrine. Alright? That's what you gotta do. And what's sound doctrine, which is a part of the scriptures, is the ship being the beast system, the mark of the beast system. Kind of camera on that, brother. This is where society is going down to, whether you accept it, believe it or not. We're gonna keep pushing this prophecy until the time actually comes where it's mandated. Go on, brother. And then it's gonna be found out the guys who poured worms and according to the scriptures, known as the offscore, guess what? Those same men are going to be, it's going to be a weird amongst all of the people, and those of you that know about the Israelites, that great millstone had it right all along. That's what's going to happen. Go on, man.
See it already, man.
Yep.
Revelations 3:11.
And all of those other guys with the fly garments on, you know, looking delicious, delightsome to the eyes, let me say that, they're going to be declared wrong. Okay? Now that's going to be a bad look, and it's going to be a good look unto us.
Yeah.
Go on, brother.
Sorry, say something.
Yeah, go on.
Because last year when we was in Peckham, a woman came up to us and she said, are you the same group as the guys in Shepherd's Bush? I said, what uniform they have? She said, oh, it's purple. And I said, oh, that's IUIC, we don't deal with them. And you know what she said? She goes, they look more professional than you guys.
See?
And she was saying it like, she's turning at me.
Yeah.
They look more professional than you guys out here.
Yeah.
But that's how Jake is. Jake wants nice looking garments and he wants you to be in so-called order.
Yeah.
But the prophets were all hated, man.
But you know, though, I'm glad that she said that, because she's proven the fact that we are the right men. We're the right men of the Most High have sent, because the scripture says that the prophet shall wear rough garments not to deceive.